Well, here we are. It's week 6, and the first thing to say is congratulations. We've got through 6 weeks of this reasonably well intact. You may have had some symptoms. You may have been laid low by COVID-19 and have bounced back, or you may know people who are ill. But here we are, 6 weeks into this pandemic, and we're keeping ourselves together. Well, that's kind of true. When I was thinking about putting this short video together, it seemed to me that they were not sure exactly what it is that I was going to talk about. And that seems to be the flavour of this week, which is uncertainty. Yes, we've got through 6 weeks, and we know there's more to come, but I think it's not breaking any confidences to say that a lot of people, both my colleagues and clients, are feeling irritable. When's this going to end? And perhaps more importantly, how is this going to end? And that's what I want to talk about. There's a report about there being lots of fear around. People fearing going back to school, going on public transport, people fearing going back to work. Now, some of that fear, a large part of that fear, is of course becoming infected again, and how to prevent that. Well, on Thursday, we're going to get messages from our Prime Minister on the plans for getting back to something like a normal, although of course we are never going to be back to the pre-COVID normality. And there will be some of you who will want dates and times and structures and some certainty about getting back to work and things getting back to a new normal. And there are others of you who will be fearful of being exposed to the virus, fearing becoming ill and things getting worse. So how can you prepare yourself for that? Well, last week I talked about the limbic system up here in our minds and our brains, and how we can influence that, because that is about the alarm system going off and telling us that there's danger. Now that's all well and good when there is danger, but this is quite a sophisticated place that we're in at the moment, and we're going to be given what will apparently be some conflicting information. It's likely that the lockdown will end not with a bang and a single date, but gradually. And that means that some people will be allowed or be asked to circulate more soon than others. And that's going to create a difference. That might create some confusion. And there are those people that we know who would want to go out anyway, no matter what. So think about what it is that really worries you. Think about what it is that you want to see happen. Use the breathing techniques. Take something nice and warm, cheers, to reconnect you. That's tea, by the way. Reconnect you with what actually makes you feel comfortable. In that sense of comfort, use the breathing techniques, taking your breathing from the diaphragm down here. If you feel you're breathing from up here, take time and breathe from the diaphragm. Use your diaphragm to control your in and your out breath, so that when you listen to the Prime Minister, or you listen to the media, or you hear your friends talking, you can hear what they're saying, you can understand the information, and then you can decide what's best for you, how you want to respond. Now, it's likely that there will be some confusion. It's likely there will be reports in the media of people doing bizarre and silly things, but that seems to be what the media is about, reporting the specifics and the things that are different, rather than what everyone's doing. So talk to your friends, talk to your colleagues, talk to your neighbours, because that's going to be a far greater balanced view on how people are living their lives and how they're responding. And if we do get on Thursday some kind of timetable, then think about how that affects your life. Think about the plans that you can make. And I said in a previous video, think about how you want your life to be in the coming weeks, so that you can plan proper actions under your control and make sure that you don't run away with the panic, with the fear that other people might be experiencing. Now, I was listening to the radio earlier this week, and somebody said, my ears pricked up, because they said they contracted post-traumatic stress disorder. And that set me thinking, do people think that PTSD is something that is in the air, that is something like the virus that you pick up? Trauma, whether it's post-traumatic or complex or whatever, trauma is the result of what's done to us. It's a normal reaction to an abnormal situation, which means that the world will do whatever the world does. And the question, as always in this pandemic, is how do we respond to it? How can we respond to it? Yes, we need to know the information about the virus and the environment and what the government's doing. We also need to know what's happening to ourselves. And that's where understanding a little bit about physiology, that the breathing exercises help calm our heart rate, that switch off the alarm system, that allows the adrenaline and the cortisol and all those other hormones to A, stop being produced, and then B, be washed out of our system, so that in the state of relaxation we can make better choices. We can make choices that are right for us. So in this week, as we build up to whatever the Prime Minister and the government are going to tell us, and the media will take great delight in putting forward a whole load of different options and possibilities, and they'll show lots of reports of people around the world who are arguing and perhaps even fighting for their particular view of the world. As that happens, notice your response. Calm yourself, and in that state of greater calm, you will be able to make the choices that are right for you and create the life that you actually want. This is actually in your control. How you respond to the world is something you can influence and choose. It just takes a bit of practice. And one of the things I suggest that you do with your friends and family and colleagues and whatever this week is begin to talk about your success stories, your achievements. What are the times in your life when things have gone really well? Might be a holiday, might be a project, might be a family situation, might be a hobby, might have won something, whatever. At least talk to yourself about it. At least remind yourself of your ability to achieve things. And then talk to others. And then from that more resourced state, as I call it, whatever happens on Thursday, you will be in a far, far better place to make decisions that are right for you and right for the community. Take your time, indulge. Tea is my great one for relaxing. Nice and warm as well. Resource yourself, and in this time of uncertainty, allow yourself to feel a greater sense of comfort, so that come decision-making time, come understanding what we're being told, you can make the best decisions. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Cheers.